up, Woody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Kanojo Okarishimasu, aka Rent-A-Girlfriend chapter 381. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, and this operation, well, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we could have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we covered in both the sub and the dub. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked spring anime season in full swing, in which we're covering Witch Watch, Vigilante, Boku no Hero Academia Legals, and Fire Force Season 3. And there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, well, last chapter, everyone, including tourists, were losing their shit over, Chizuru rejecting Kazuya. Well, here's the thing, though, and I thought about this. I think there's more going on. Obviously, there's the liquid courage happening here. But back in chapter 341, Yumori said this, and I think it's extremely relevant to why Chizuru is doing this. Besides, isn't being in love kind of lonely? I mean, confessions are something you've got to do on your own, If you want to keep the most important person by your side, then you can't rely on others forever. By the end of it all, you have to spend countless restless nights alone, even if you manage to talk with someone about it. It's a lonely battle to get rid of loneliness. And then it's this part here. I read about it in manga. The only people able to learn the truth, and in the words of Sayuri, the precious truth, are the ones who overcame the dark loneliness. Now, why this quote in particular is relevant to this situation is because you guys got to remember, Chizuru is still grieving over the loss of Sayuri. And she said that she hasn't cried ever since that day with Kazuya. That is not healthy. That isn't. For someone that is still in the grieving process, that isn't healthy to not cry, to not, let go. So she hasn't overcame the dark loneliness. She has somewhat learned the truth, because she said that she thinks she might be in love with Kazuya, but it's not like she's fully in love with Kazuya. Nah, she's still trapped in that dark loneliness. That's what I think is going on here. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section about how Yumori's quote here is kind of relevant to what Chizuru's decision, and also that precious truth that Sayuri talked about in that flashback right before we saw Sayuri die. But anyways, now let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. Want to take a break somewhere we can be alone? Yeah. No, poor Kazuya. And this chapter is titled My Girlfriend in Love, Part 30. She rejected me! It's over! God, seriously? I thought the date was going so well! We all did! We all thought the date was going so well! She said sorry about it. I mean, it was only our first date after all. I don't think Mizuhara is some easy girl who I can win over just like that. No! You've already passed that point, the 3-date rule. No, it can't be. That bastard! Oh, God, Mizuhara's quiet now. Like, she feels bad. Yeah, she should feel bad! What should I talk about right now? It's so awkward. Wait, what what should I talk about right now on the way home? It's so awkward. I'm glad that the rain stopped. It's no fun holding an umbrella. Yeah. God, I feel like I'm making it worse. I guess this makes sense. It's not like she can act like nothing happened. That would be crazy. I'd never be able to make her laugh right now, no matter what I said. I'm so stupid. We're at the station. Numabukuro is kind of far, huh? I just hope it's not too busy. Sorry, huh? I want to go for a walk. Would you head back without me? Ooh. Huh? Woman! You've had how much liquid courage? And you want to be alone? Now? I understand. Look, being alone is a good thing for her. She knows what she needs to do. She knows that's the right thing to do. She needs her space to kind of clear her head. But I don't think here is the right time for it. The right place for it. Because, woman, how much did you have to drink? Huh? Oh, really? Sure. Are you gonna be okay out here at night? Yeah. Then I'll go on ahead. God, that makes sense. This feels awkward for Mizuhara, too. I bet it doesn't feel very good to go home with the dude you just rejected. She could have just gone in a separate car! Like, hello? She's not trying to string me along. This is how kind she is. Motherfucker, she was stringing you along! She kind of was! But, again, it all goes back to this is why I read this quote from Yumori before going into this chapter. It is what she's going through, and obviously we saw Kazuya go through this and still going through this, but it's being in love is a lonely battle. Let's see. God, I'm worried about her being out by herself at night. God, I'm worried about her being out by herself at night. See you later then. Yep. But I can't exactly stop her in this situation either. She might really want to be alone right now. Oh, also, she's giving back the ring! Thank God! Here. Huh? Right, I'll give it to my grandma. I almost forgot. I'll give it to my grandma. See you later. No! It's good that he took it, that she gave it back, but one, this kind of confirms that, yeah, this is for real. But, ooh, I know that Nagomi's going to confront Chizuru. This is going to be very interesting when this happens. I just kind of took it without thinking. Oh, damn it! Alright, let's see what Chizuru's thinking. Or she's just sitting there, she's just sitting there. That's all she's doing. And she's just reflecting on what she just did. Yeah, woman, feel bad about what you did. I said it last chapter, or, last week, that I understand, like, on the surface, I understand what she's saying, but there's more to it. She's just not ready on an emotional level because she's still grieving. She may not say it out loud. She may not show it, but she's still grieving. Now we're back with Kazi on the train. I really thought that the date was going well. We all did! I wonder what went wrong. Did I mess something up? Well, for one, you didn't hold her hand. Like, I think if Kazuya would have held her hand, I think things might have been different, maybe? Or, like, if Kazuya, put his arm around her or something, I think that might have made a difference. But at the same time, I'm just thinking to myself too, and also thinking about, what Yamori, that quote Yamori was saying. She's still dealing, and, again, this is from someone that's been through the grieving process. and she's doing it, I think she's kind of doing this subconsciously, where she's just pushing people away because she doesn't want to get hurt. There is that aspect too. But let's see. Hey, can you tell me, why are you able to say that you love me? I guess not being able to answer that question was pretty bad, huh? Well, there is that too. This was her research to understand the meaning of love, after all. Not being able to give a clear answer about that really hurt, I guess. Yeah, that... not having an answer for that probably didn't help. It's also possible that maybe she just doesn't like me in that way. No, I think she does. But Kazuya not saying anything about that, like what he loves about her, that really probably pissed her off. It's kind of like, remember, for those of you that are as old as me, at least, God, I feel old mentioning this. It's kind of like in Swan Princess when Derek and Odette were getting together, you know, after Odette grew up, or after they both grew up, and Odette asked, you know, Derek, like, why he wanted to be with her, and he said it was because she was beautiful, and she said, "Is that it? Really?" And Derek said in response, "What else is there?" It's like, dude, what else is there? What else is there? Yeah, that's what this kind of gives. I still feel like the other questions went pretty well. I think I did my best on the date. There was that 100% compatibility, too. Does that not cut it? It was 100%. It was 100%. Still, what should I do now? I don't even know if a question like that has an answer about why I love her. Typically, that's what people can call sneaky. I believe in Mizuhara. Let's see. Oh, here we go. It didn't work out. Sorry. Oh, Yamori said sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, poor Kazuya. In that moment, I felt like it hit me all at once. I wasn't thinking about what I should have done or what I was going to do from there. I was just disappointed that I wasn't able to get through to her. I felt like it would have been uncomfortable even if I had gone home and ended up alone with Mizuhara. I didn't think I could go to bed and get any sleep either. I decided to get off one stop before Numabukuro Station, and I walked the rest of the way. Maybe that was a good thing. Ooh! They're going to cross paths! This will be very interesting. Because it seems like Mizuhara was thinking the same thing. Fate works in mysterious ways, doesn't it? But I'm just thinking about it now, too. Kazuya, you can't rely on Yumori either. You can't. Again, I got to point this out. If you want to keep the most important person to you by your side, then you can't rely on others forever. And that includes Kazuya can't rely on Yumori forever. But something I really wish would have been brought up, and hopefully it will be brought up, is that flashback. We kind of had the foreshadowing with the flashback of Mizuhara asking Sayuri about rejection and stuff like that. But it's just that those precious truths, man. About how like 99.1% people are fake and everyone lies. Or you know what? Let me read the full quote because it's definitely relevant for this. So this is in chapter 150, and this is when Sayuri's on her deathbed, and she's, Chizuru is just thinking like how guilty she feels about lying to Sayuri about the relationship with Kazuya, and the line leading into or transitioning into this flashback is that being an actress is about lying for a living, right? But here's the full line. A person's or God, hold on. I need to have the right translation for this because I don't have the fan translation, which is better than Kodansha's. Here it is. Okay, so what it is listen, Chizuru. Oh my God. Listen, Chizuru. Everyone is fake. We're 99% lies and 1% truth. More like, and she's saying more like 100% lies. Nobody can get through their life without lying to anybody. But I think sometimes we tell all those lies because there are precious truths we want to protect. And I just can't bring myself to say that's so wrong. I really like that idea of precious truth. If I can pass along even one precious truth, then the 99 lies before it don't matter. And sometimes I think that is what it means to be an actress. I gotta wonder if that's the case here, that she's in the case of the lies here. It kind of, again, it ties into the lonely battle that I was talking about with, that Yumori was talking about. It all ties into that truth, right? So the reason why she's doing this, and I know this because I've been like this too, okay? This is not me just projecting. Is that she is scared to take that next step. She is. Remember what we saw even prior to her crying, that she is scared to bring down those walls. She still has her guard up. She does. And I think she, even with the liquid courage, mind you, and I think it would have been funny if we saw like Kazuya barf or something. That would have been just hilarious. And I'm surprised we didn't get that. But I think she's lying to herself as well. Not just Kazuya, but to herself too. She is. That's what it seems like to me. That she's subconsciously just like pushing people away. Including Kazuya. What do you guys think about this? About this precious truth, and that precious truth being Chizuru being in love with Kazuya. And obviously Kazuya would probably agree with, because Kazuya is a freaking simp. If I could pass along even one precious truth, and the 99 lies before it don't matter. And the fact that Kazuya, God, you know what, Reiji? If you're doing this, I could totally see it. Because something we women do, okay, is we test you men all the fucking time. We do this shit a lot. And I gotta wonder if that's what Chizuru was kind of doing. If she was trying to gauge a reaction from Kazuya to see if he could see through her bullshit. That's what I'm thinking. I'm really curious what you guys think about that. Because of this, again, this line here. Nobody can get through their life without lying to anybody. But I think sometimes we tell all those lies because there are precious truths we want to protect. And those precious truths are, one, she's still hurting and grieving over Sayuri. There's that. And two, that she is scared to be in a relationship with well, she did kind of already say that when she rejected him. But I think she's scared of being in love. The idea of being in love. I think that's what it is. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think about how, like, the precious truths, and also what Yumori said about love being a lonely battle and how that kind of ties into what is going through Chizuru's mind in regards to rejecting Kazuya. I think that is all coming into play here. I do. And I don't think anyone else is kind of thinking about that. If they are, then good on them. But I think the problem is what's happening is more people are just focused on, oh my God, well, a lot of them being tourists, unfortunately, are just like, oh my God, Kazuya got rejected by Chizuru. Like, what a bitch. He spent all this money on Chizuru just to get rejected. One, that happens in life. It does. It really does happen. And two, it's like, you're a fucking tourist. Like, you have not even read this manga and you're saying this stupid shit. Shut up. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Kanojo Okarishimasu content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon. Purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.